So we're back for some more Mario after moving to the new computer. I've had some issues with the stupid thing. There you go. Ah, that was the wrong one. I had to do some tests before, so now I have to jump into this. What's gonna suck is that I have to do this a new way, so it's gonna be really shitty on my end. Hopefully the final product from the tests that I've done look alright, but unfortunately it's gonna look super shitty while I'm playing it for me, though it shouldn't look that way when it's actually uploaded and done rendering. I guess, because I have to do things a little bit of a different way because Camtasia is being extra stupid on this new computer. So, boy, this is gonna be. I'll get used to it over time, but this is gonna be kind of shitty for me, and will probably lead to more deaths actually. And you know, if that's possible, I know it's hard to grasp that, but I guess I can do more random tests and stuff, and hopefully things will be better for myself eventually. You know, if it's not bad on your end, then you wouldn't give a shit, but when it looks like this on my end, well, yeah, Camtasia's being a little dumb. I don't know why. I'm not exactly sure why. I've tried updating and stuff and changing some of the what do you call it, the settings, and for whatever reason it's just being extra dumb. So it's either it looks bad on your end or it looks bad on my end, and I'd probably rather have it look bad on my end than on the other end. So there's that. It just looks extra choppy, and that's mostly because I have to use a second program to record my audio because this computer, for whatever reason, is not detecting my other microphone. It's being rather dumb about it, so figured there would be at least one problem with moving towards the other computer. And if this is it, then that is actually a pretty good move. There's usually always some sort of issue when upgrading or moving or whatever, and I totally thought I could jump onto the back of the level. That is just some wallpaper. But it's always going to be an issue somewhere. Something is going to go wrong, and if this is the only thing that went wrong, then I'm going to be pretty happy about that. And who knows, eventually I could get it fixed one day and not have to worry about it looking like it's running at about, okay, that was stupid, 8 frames a second. I got stuck on that too. Oh, and that's a hole. The background's a little weird. I don't know. It's throwing me off a little bit, but we'll get used to it. We'll get it done. Last Mario videos that went up were the Art of Selling Out ones, which, you know, hadn't been uploaded. This hadn't been uploaded in probably 5 days or so. I don't know. It's been a little bit. Oh, cool. Jumped into a bullet. Well, there goes the fire flower that was helping me out. How am I at? There I am. And this seems to be like one of the only projects that I've seen recently that people still ask, like, if it hasn't been uploaded in 3 days, what happened to it? Which means it's obviously been canceled. I went back and was looking at some of the comments on the last one, and people were like, where is it at? And someone had jokingly said, oh yeah, he hasn't uploaded it in a couple days. It obviously must be canceled, and I'll just run right past you, I don't care. That used to be a big thing for whatever reason. If something hadn't been uploaded in like 2 days, there'd be a swarm of people asking if it was canceled. Like, it's 2 days, you know? Sometimes it would have been like less than a day, and people were asking, where is this at? It was like, it was uploaded 16 hours ago. Like, what do you want me to do? There's Yoshi. Bowser, say, I can't read that, whatever. You know, I'm not well-versed in other languages besides English, so unfortunately we won't be able to read that. I'm sure people who can will be pausing it and reading it and translating it and getting thumbs up, so there you go, have fun with that. If you were looking for a way to get a top comment, translate that, and one of you might get that top comment, because, oh, that sucked. Because people will probably thumb it up. In my experience, there's certain things that people thumb up, and that is one of them, and I can't believe that didn't hit me. Whoa! Hold on. Alright. This is actually kind of a test video, because I haven't recorded longer than 2 minutes. So I don't know what it's going to look like after 2 minutes. Of course, it could change, and this could all get thrown out, but whatever. But I did go back, and I was reading some of the comments over the past few days, and then recently, that guy just jumped out of the world. Well, that's cool. And recently, just before starting this, I had to do probably about an hour of troubleshooting for this, and finally realized that I wasn't going to be able to fix it correctly on both ends, at least not right now, and Yoshi is just getting lost and coming back. Figured that wasn't going to happen, so, you know, might as well just take what I can get and go with the best whatever. It's only Mario, it doesn't need to look good on my end. who gives a shit about that? I don't. As long as it looks good on the uploading end, like I said, then, you know, I'm fine with that. I have no issue with that other than complaining slightly for the 8 frames a second that I'm getting. It's probably actually a little bit more than that. It's probably stuck at like 15 or 20. Still doesn't look that great, but I'll get it. Why is there... Okay. There's gonna be weird things where I'm gonna be asking questions because stuff is looking stupid on my end. So don't worry about that. Just, you know, just worry about your own self and we'll be good, but... I was reading some you know, I had already said in like the first or second video, I already knew that there was going to be 3 types of comments, like 3 groups of main comments, and of course there were. That was pretty much it. And then the arguments that had broken out because people, you know, someone insults me and then everyone jumps on the bandwagon of ripping that guy apart, or girl, or whoever it was, whatever species or gender or race they might have been. And by that I don't mean white or black, I mean, you know, lizard man, beaver man, crab people, stuff like that. I always gotta explain stuff so people don't get all bent out of shape about nothing, and that's great. So, but some people, I don't know, either my logic is like completely off, or I don't know. That's the thing about getting a large group of people. You're gonna have quite a few different people's opinions and odd logic, at least in my opinion, going on. Whereas someone had said, you know, if you had made over $1 million, I would call you a sellout flat out. And me thinking, you know, okay, apparently the first $999,000 are fine. You know, those are all good, but once you get over that million point, that is where the sellout jumps in. I don't think sellout has like a threshold of money. I think, you know, you could make $1 off of something and be a sellout, or you could make, you know, millions of dollars off of something and be a sellout. You know, if someone pushes something they don't like and they make $2, well then, you know, that's being a sellout. I hate this, but go buy it anyway because I'm getting $2. Okay, you made only $2, but you still kind of sold out. Can I even go in this? This is Yoshi's. I can't go in it. Great. I mean, of course, people probably aren't going to think of you as negatively. You know, oh, he only made $2. Of course, he pushed something he didn't like, but he only made $2, so that's okay. As opposed to someone making, you know, like, I don't know, 100 grand off of something or something like that. I guess people would see that as more of an issue than $2, but $2, $3, something like that. That was a really short level. That was some of the like, if you make X amount of money, you're a sellout no matter what. Well, okay, you know, apparently the first X amount is fine, and then after that, you know, you're a terrible person. Which I just thought was kind of funny. I always like to look at comments and logically, on my end, my own logic, dissect them and kind of like turn them around and ask questions about it. Someone also said, oh cool, fireball guys. They didn't say that. That is going to be what's said in this video, but someone had said, like, you know, oh, you know, stating the same point over and over again makes for a pretty weak argument. And what I always say is that, you know, when I want to talk about something specific, is this the end or... Oh, no, it's not. When I want to talk about something specific, it's better to do post-commentary, and I just totally didn't even jump there. Because with post-commentary, you can sort of write things down, you can sort of think about what you're going to say next, and kind of, you know, go off of that, and this is getting stupid right now. It's easier to talk about certain subjects post-com, but people always say that I don't sound as... I don't know what the word... Oh, you son of a bitch, dry bones. I don't sound as... It just sounds weird, apparently. And they want me to do live commentary stuff, and I don't know who you are, but you're gonna die. They want me to do live commentary stuff, but then I kind of stumble over myself and repeat things when it's live commentary, because I'm trying to play a game at the same time as access knowledge and thoughts and records and bullshit in my head, so it's like two things at once. It's not as easy as I would like to say. That, or I just have problems with it. I've been doing it for, you know, 3.5 years now, and I still think it's pretty difficult to try and talk about a specific subject you want to talk about while playing a game at the same time. You know, if you're just talking about the game or story or whatever's happening, it's a lot easier because it's just happened and you're sort of on autopilot. But when you're trying to talk about something in specific that you would really like to talk about, it gets a little difficult because you're trying to access these things at the same time as talk about them. And yay, frame rate for me. Hopefully not for you. Hopefully frame rate is good. But other than okay, not dead yet. Ah, what? Guess he didn't go away fully. What are we in, like, the swamps? So there was, you know, random shit. People arguing and people agreeing and people disagreeing. So I already knew that was gonna happen. That was a given. But otherwise, I got my point across for the most part. Even if I did repeat it 80 times, which I've been known for doing, and I just explained why. I would say, you know, try it yourself, and that was totally a death. I would say try it yourself, but that's always like the kind of cliche thing to do. Like when someone complains about someone else doing something, it's usually like, oh, why don't you try it? Why don't you do it? If you're, you know, gonna complain about it. But not everyone wants to do it. You know, you can complain about... People complain about professional athletes all the time. Well, why don't you go do it? Yeah, there's no way that person's going to go to, you know, an NFL football team and show them up. You know, you can complain about it, but it doesn't mean you necessarily want to do it. So that's kind of the cliche thing. But I would say, you know, try and record yourself and talk to yourself like this fluidly. You know, not leaving... That was dirty. Not leaving a whole lot of... dead air, and by dead air I mean stuff that's not commentated. You don't want to just go throughout the whole thing saying 2 sentences in 10 minutes. But try that. It's a little bit harder than you think. It's not exactly a natural process. So, oh, that was a secret? Really? Okay. If this doesn't lead to something good, I'm rewinding. That's what I usually do. Switch Palace. What is this? Oh, it's Super Mario Bros. 1-2. Ah, look at this. Yeah. All right. Apparently the secret levels are going to be old Mario levels, whether it be in the first Mario, or I don't know if there are any other ones, but I guess we'll do this and go back to the other level later. But yeah, that's kind of the cliche thing to say. I usually try to avoid saying, like, do it yourself now, because people don't always want to do it. I could get some free lives out of this. People don't always want to do it, you know, people have their own opinion, they're going to complain, I'm going to complain. The free life thing resets. That's lame. Otherwise, I guess I could get like 80 bajillion free lives. I wonder if there's a warp here. Oh, come on. That's not the real thing. And I hit like 80 goalposts on the way down, apparently. 80 tapes or whatever they are. So whatever, I'm not going to talk much about that subject anymore. It's been talked about a lot, and there's not much more to go off of it. So I don't know what we're going to talk about later on next time. I'm told some other subject wants to come up. There's other stuff I want to talk about. The high school thing, that's another one that will probably be a pretty long video or set of videos, but we'll be back in a little bit. Hopefully this looks fine. I'm gonna go check it out, and if you don't see this, well then, you know, you wouldn't know anyway.